Well, here we are down at the marina, and what a show this is going to be. Look at those storm clouds coming in. Wow. It looks scarier than it is. Mall? Is that what this was? Because if it was, that's kind of crazy. I don't know, am I gonna try it? It is. Oh man, I don't know, this looks like it's been built in the 50s. It looks like they are done. They ain't open whatsoever. Hey, my name's David and welcome back to Backroads. And today I find myself in Port Elgin on the shores of Lake Huron. This is a really sweet looking town. Really nice. I've met some really wonderful people in this town, just kind of taking a look around. I've been here a couple of times and I want to walk through the downtown with you, point out a number of things. We're going to take a look at the waterfront, which is really amazing. And it's so close to Southampton. Anyways, it's like 6-kilometer bike ride. It's very cool. So this is Godrich Street. This is the main street in Port Elgin. There's my Wismer House. That's like 1854 that house was built, and now it's a pub. And the beach is Beach Street right here. Takes you down. It's about 1.5 kilometers down to the beach. But the founding of Port Elgin began in 1854 with 250 people. And then in 1857, a village plot was put out for Port Elgin. But in 1867, the arrival of 600 people, and then in what was it, 1872, another 950 people were in this particular village. That's kind of cool. It starts off with, right? But that's kind of how a lot of these places start off. Now this is the library in town. And this was an Andrew Carnegie foundation where people could get money. And there was like, I think 2,100 applicants in Ontario, or was it Canada? Anyways, there was a lot, but a lot set up in Ontario. And all because of this guy, we have this big, huge library. Now, there were conditions that were put on it when they were started off. I think one of the stipulations was you had to have about $10,000 and the land needed to be donated, or you needed to secure the land. Sorry, that's it. You had to secure the land of where it was going to be put. So I don't know, all villages, everyone's all done differently, but anyways, here's one of the restaurants in town here. It looks like it's closed. This is a Sunday, but anyways, this is what the prices look like. So if you're thinking about coming for a nice meal out, now, I don't know, is it still, why? I don't know why it would be closed. There's no sign saying what time it's open. Anyways, if you want a tattoo, come get a tattoo at the tattoo place. These old buildings have endured all these years. They're all still here, which is flipping a testament to, like, you know, people wanting to keep all of these old places intact, which is really, really awesome. I mean, look at the size of this, and it's still here. Now, I know downtown Toronto, they've got a lot of buildings too. A lot of them are really old, but a lot are being removed. But I think these towns, I think it'll be like this for hundreds of years. I don't think they're going anywhere. So we got Chester's Bar and Grill, and it looks like they are done. They ain't open whatsoever. Looks like renovations are going on. Bottled Up craft winemaking. There you go. Glad I have my mic today, because man, is it flipping windy. Wow. I always like when they have these little visitor boards, these little information boards that you can look at. Here, let's look at this side. There we go. Both sides. Explore the shore. Gives you all the places to kind of check out, which is cool. And we will be going down to this area. But you can see all of the old streets, right? They're all in there. You can see how there's a lot of hiking trails that all kind of come through here. So if you're a hiker or someone that likes to walk or run, yeah, that looks awesome. Now this is a Sunday, and there's a lot of people who are on their way home from being up north. And yeah, so we're seeing a lot of people leave. But for the people that are still here, they can come out and enjoy one of the restaurants that are around in town. There's a couple of them. Now, I don't know what this is. Okay, Port Elgin downtown in the early years. Okay, yeah, you may want to do a screen capture of that or stop the video and have a read, which is very cool. Look at all those old plots that were laid out for all the people, right? Like who ended up buying these properties. Now, I want to see if I could find a mural. Because usually when I come into these small towns, I can find there's a mural somewhere. Oh, wait, I think I found one. I'll come over here. Something else that Port Elgin has, which is kind of cool, is a trolley service that they run from Port Elgin to Southampton. So if you're coming up, maybe you can Google it and see if you can find it. But look, I found a mural. Discover Port Elgin. I just love murals. I love what some of the local artists are able to do. They're so talented. That's down here. Oh, this is Alan's Fireside restaurant. Right, so they got a little place just, I think it's one street over. Oh, and there's the Central Path. We should pay our respects. This is also a popular place. Beautiful patio. That. That's pretty cool. It would be nice to be under the tree at night. And they got an outdoor bar, which is really cool. I'm sure that gets kind of busy on the weekends. I'm sure of it. This is beautifully well cared for, well manicured and maintained. This is nice. And places that you can sit down, pay our respects. Thank you folks for sacrificing and serving in your country, because without you guys and gals, I would not be here. So thank you from my heart to all of you who gave your life. You got the Korean War, you got World War I, World War II. So the population of this town is around 10,000 or so, and it's growing. There's new housing that's being developed. Lots of people are moving in. You know, if you like, boating, this is a kind of a really cool place to kind of call home, right? You're on Lake Huron. There's even an island out here that you can go visit. You got Sam's Grill burgers and poutine on the corner. You got the Queen's Bar and Grill right here. Yeah, I think that was the Queen's Hotel, to be quite honest. There's a patio at the back over there. And then you got Tim Hortons right there. Now there's two Tim Hortons in town, right? You got this one here, and then you got one all the way down at the end. Also a couple of grocery stores in town as well. And they're anchored on the south end and then on the north end. So there's a lot of places, a lot of options for people to come and you know, do their grocery shopping, or if they get sick and tired of one, they can go to the other. I'm going to show you a British store in a minute. I don't know if it's called the Patio or I forget the name, but I'll show you where that is. You got the fire department over there. You got all the, oh my gosh, that's probably 5G and every single other communication that you want right there. Now look at that, I love that. That's really cool. I don't know if you can see, but I like how it's separated. The boulevard is separated, like by trees. That's well done, I like that. There's your Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, I am so glad I've got my mic today because it is so windy. Cars are so loud. It would have made for an awful video if I did not have it. Well, if you're in for pizza, you have Pizzaville in the downtown core. And if you're looking for souvenirs, well, you can get souvenirs here, but not on a Sunday because they're closed. It's one thing I just never understood. I don't understand why things are closed on a Sunday. Now, okay, I don't know what this is, but this may have been a mall at one time on my left-hand side. Now, I don't know why they call it the mall, but I would have to look that up. That's one thing I'm not too sure of. But future shot hockey development. Hockey is huge in these small towns. Now you can play bingo on Tuesday nights at 7:30. Just come to the mall. No, I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be open. But seriously, was this like an original mall? Is that what this was? Because if it was, that's kind of crazy. I don't know, am I gonna try it? Oh my gosh. It's open. I don't think there's anything going on here. Like what? Looks all, it feels like it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But man, I don't know, this looks like it's been built in the 50s. Okay, this is kind of creepy. Do these things work? No, they don't even work. Okay, I don't think it was a mall. I don't know. Do people live here? I don't know. I mean, they're all numbered. Like, do people live here? I don't know. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. All right. Is this a mall? I don't know. Okay, I think that was a mall at one time, but not anymore. That felt really weird. I don't know. Comment below and let me know what you think, because that was kind of freaky. I may have to look that up. Maybe if I find some information, you'll probably see it on the screen right now, but I just kind of got the creeps and I needed to get out of there. I felt like I wasn't meant to be in there. Oh, what's this place? And it's closed too. Why? Mild made cheese. Cheese curds, 21-year cheddar. Chip nuts. Wednesdays and Fridays, fresh bread. But yet, they're not open today. 10 to 5 every day. So that's not really great for tourists. Like, I don't know. Is it just me? I feel like it's just me. But why? I don't know why places aren't open. I mean, this is summer. This is like tourist season. Just don't understand. Now, I did say I was going to stop and show you the British store, which it's on this side, so I will show you. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of meander my way through the core, like the downtown core, and then hit one of the side streets, because one of the side streets, it's really nice. Tourist camp. That is I believe a campground. You can have trailers and whatnot in there. Now, I think one of the problems I find with this town, as much as it's kind of really cute, is it is a bit of a walk from the downtown to the water. Oh, there you go. There's the patio. No, I guess they're closed. On a Sunday? Okay. Well, we can take a look at their board. Man, I don't know. I'm really not understanding why everything's closed. Okay, there's your English breakfast, $10.50. I don't know if you can see that. It's just You got a chicken burger, $8.75. Baked potato with butter, $7.95. And then you got sandwiches, sausage, bacon, egg. Huh. But they're closed. I mean, it's not even 5 o'clock on a Sunday. Now this is cool. I don't know if you've noticed, but in this intersection, what you find with all the pavers is it's maple leaves. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all connected in the middle. That's kind of cool. I just looked down the road that way, and I think there's a big storm coming in. So maybe I can get down there and kind of do a little bit of filming down by the water. What's that? 1880s that building was done. Wow. This is a farmer's market here. Like I said, there are trails that you can ride your bike on. You can go hiking, walking. I think you can do a tour out, there we go, out to the island. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. What is that? Shanti? Shanti Island? Okay, seriously, did I miss the memo? Like, seriously, have I missed the memo? But every single building, like every place, seems to be closed. And this is Rabbit Dash Coffee House. And they're closed. And they're really against pets. And they're open Monday to Friday, 7 to 4, Saturday, 7 to 4. Oh, Sunday, 9 to 4. Okay, so obviously I missed it. Because I've heard good things about these guys too. All right. Yeah, you certainly want to pay attention to what time on a Sunday or even on a Saturday. I guess a lot of the locals, like, do they not go out very often or something? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, so I think it's time. Let's head down this street. We'll walk down one street and then we'll go down to the water. I'm not going to walk all the way down to the water because then I got to walk all the way back. So I'll drive down there and then I can walk along the waterfront. That would probably be a better use of my time because if that big rain cloud comes in and decides it wants to unleash a bit of rain, I don't want to be walking out in the rain with my mic. Or my camera for that matter. Is that really the age of that building? 1858? Yeah. No way. It's probably one of the older ones I've seen today. Do you have any idea who John Stanford was? No. No? Well, that's cool. I'll look him up. Have a good one, man. Obviously one of the original settlers back in the day. But that's an older house there. There's an old one there. Well, here, let's go down this way. Oh, there is a cool building I wanted to show you down here. When you walk down these side streets that are close to the downtown, typically this is where you're going to find all the older buildings. Look, I know that you already know this. I'm just kind of saying. Now that's cool. I love like when the additions were put on. Like you've got that, then you got this, and then you got another roof line, then you got the original. I think this is an apartment building. Yeah, that is an apartment building nowadays, so. Looks like there's 5 apartments in that place. It's not a historical building, but it's a pretty cool building nonetheless. And then this one's kind of cool too, right? I just like the wraparound veranda. Those are so awesome. Oh, and the other thing is really cool is there's these alleyways back in the day, because a lot of the horses and the coaches was come in the back of the house, right? And then they'd kind of stable them up at the back. So I think that's cool. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, that's a rental place. Oh, wow, there's another one behind a gate over here. Oh, I think I need to come down here and take a look. Okay, I said I was only going to go by down one street, but I keep finding houses that look awesome. Like, look at that one. Okay, I gotta go up to the gate because that looks so flippin' awesome. Obviously, I don't want to, trespass or whatever, but like, look at that. That is so cool. I mean, who knows when that house was built? Sure, it's got a lot of stories to tell. And then there's this one right here. Man, down here, this is probably where a lot of the rich people lived. Because just by looking at the size of these houses, that's the feeling I get. And typically a lot of the landowners, when they came over, it's one of the things that John Simcoe Graves, our Lieutenant Governor of Canada at the time, of Upper Canada, he wanted to set it up like, see, like I like this. I like the color. I like what they did there. It looks so awesome. Yeah, that's what our governor did way back when, is he set up, Canada very differently than the US. And one of the reasons why is apparently he didn't want to have the anarchy that was going on with the Americans at the time. Because there was a lot of people loyalists that were coming up into the Upper Canada to get away from the US, because they were supporting the crown, right? To the king, to the queen, right? And so that was a big thing back then. And so he thought that if he was going to set up this new country per se, that he needed to have some sort of way of dealing with civil obedience, so to speak. So he thought giving land, like we're talking like 5,000 acres, right? And then more to generals in the military, a lot of the aristocrats from Britain that were coming over, right? They got preferential treatment. They got bigger lots, more land, and you couldn't vote unless you were a landowner. And so they really set it up. Oh, and the other thing was is if you were a soldier in the military, I believe you got 50, trying to remember the size. Anyways, you got a lot as well. Like everyone kind of got their share, but the more money you had, the more status you had, the more land that you got, the more power that you had. And so that really set up the way back in the day, but it also led to a lot of problems later on. But I think Canada turned out pretty amazing, right? We have freedom of speech. I can walk and say anything I want about the government, and there's no persecution, right? There are obviously laws that you have to, abide by and respect. But we don't have the problems that go on further south, right? With our political parties, we're not divisive. Well, I mean, nowadays it's one party is certainly trying that a lot. And I don't agree with it. I mean, obviously, whoever gets voted in, obviously, you're going to go with. But like just a lot of the hate and a lot of that kind of stuff, we're a very different country than other parts of the world. And I'm just grateful I live here. Beautiful library. Right. There's the bar again, across the street. And this brings us back to our starting point. So let's go down to the waterfront. I want to show you that because that's pretty awesome. Well, here we are down at the marina. And what a show this is going to be. Look at those storm clouds coming in. Wow. That looks flippin', it looks scarier than it is. I have no idea how much time I have before it gets here, but I mean, it's coming. It's coming. I just want to be able to get out. Well, maybe I can run. I mean, I am a runner. That is incredible. I'm going to see if I can snap some pictures. But wow. I'm going to snap some pictures while I can. There we go, hold on. There we go. Coming down. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. This is the best place. This is the best place to see the storms. Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna get wet. That's my feeling. All right, let's get back a little closer to the car. She's a-coming. Well, it's raining. It's raining. Ah, there goes the camera. Damn. I just got in the nick of time. It's really moving in. I'm glad I decided to turn back. I was going to go to that restaurant, but man, look how fast those clouds are moving. Oh, it's really coming in now. All right, let's do a drive.